Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am JayLee. This is JLeesCorner. This is my late review for Teen Mom 2 Season 10. The finale, which is the finale episode. I know I'm late, but who cares and whatnot. Okay, we already know to subscribe to my channel. Okay, to become a whole JayBird, dun, and all that goodness stuff. We already know to relax and to relate and to release and to center yourself and everyone around you. Okay, we know to make sure to inhale and exhale, to breathe it on out and everything. Y'all know to like, to comment in the comment section, share this video on your social media. You can follow me on IG or Twitter at J_Lees_Corner, and the link to all of my social media and all my contact information is where in the description box below. So let's just get on into this last episode or whatever. We have Born at Chelsea. Now Chelsea, as we know, has decided, you know what I'm saying, to leave the show. This was announced a couple weeks ago, actually. Some people, for some reason, love Chelsea, but I also think, some people like watching paint dry. So, I mean, I'm not surprised. So she brings up, due to how much things have changed just in life, with COVID or whatever, that she's thinking about leaving Teen Mom. I feel like Chelsea's story had literally went full circle. I think Chelsea has come a long way than who she was on 16 and Pregnant when she kept trying to get back with Adam. Like, I don't want anyone to feel as if I think she's boring because she does not have drama. She's boring because she gives nothing. Like, nothing. I feel like at one point Chelsea was like trying to be an esthetician. She was trying to do hair. Like, she wanted to do things, and then she got married and made the choice to be a stay-at-home mom, which is fine. And I know she probably do other little things, but she don't show us nothing she do besides, pick the kids up from school or take them to the doctor. So I feel like there are other things in life as a mom that you could show us that's still interesting, but like, it's just nothing. And at one point, her whole storyline was about how bad Adam was, even though we never saw Adam. I don't understand how someone who was never around is so much of the storyline when it's, your father, your mother, your husband, your other children. Like, I didn't get how she gave us nothing for like 2 whole seasons. The point to where a part of the storyline with the fact that Aubrey got a cell phone, like that was like 3 episodes of stuff. I'm like, girl. So again, I'm not saying I'm happy she gone because she didn't have drama. I'm happy she gone because I don't like watching paint dry, okay? The fact that the season finale was just her still saying, I think I want to leave the show. I think I want to leave the show. I'm thinking about leaving the show. Well, leave the show. Like, you don't have nothing else but then leave the show. And now I came on it when I was 17 years old or whatever, on 16 and Pregnant, you know what I'm saying? I no longer, want to have to worry about Aubrey. I'm worrying about the things that we talk about being on the show. I want to give her some sense of normalcy. And I was like, okay, bye-bye. Girl, we see her call the producers and say, we're going to leave the show. We made the decision. And now they're on camera crying. And I was like, bye, Chelsea. Pick her on off. And she's gone. Okay, we then have Leah. Leah, oh my God, Leah, so sad. Leah's another one again. Leah sometimes has story stuff going on or whatever. She's not as boring as Chelsea is. I think COVID has not helped Leah get any more interesting, but I'm going to leave that be too. So the twins are at Corey's house, and Allie has a fever. They can't figure out what's wrong with her, so they take Allie's one who has muscular dystrophy, and they take her to get another COVID test. They think, she could have COVID. Excuse me. And she gets a second COVID test and she comes back negative for COVID. But again, she has strep again. Now, Allie has not been to school, so she's just been at the house or whatever and with the kids. So Corey and Leah decides, well, they need to keep her safe. So they're going to, stop the extracurricular activities of the other 2 sisters. But I feel like if you're still, because they think that Allie caught it from one of the sisters who were still being around other people. I'm like, but they both are still in school. Like, you acting as if, they must have got it from cheer practice or they must have got it from dance. No, they could have got it from anywhere because they leave the house, okay? But I give you, Leah said, well, we can't take the girls out of school because we've already picked in school, so we can't switch in the middle of. I feel like if a child is getting sick because their siblings is going to school, they will probably make the exception. Why not ask? But I'm not the parents. I'm going to leave that be too. Anyway, they're going to have the two kids stay home from the extra shit. So we do see how Addie has to drop out of dance and then Leah has to drop out of cheer. So we do see Leah telling Addie, first about, no longer being able to be in class or whatever. And at first she was like, what? Did they say I can't go to class because of that? Like, she was just like, wow. She was just sad about it or whatever. But then she was like, you know what? When I grow up, I want to be a scientist so I can find a cure for people with disabilities. Because, again, she realized I'm having to stay home because my sister has a disability and she can't afford to get sick, so I need to fix her, or at least in the future fix other people so that they don't have to maybe go through this. I was like, oh, as sassy and as rude as a little girl is sometimes, she's so sweet and whatnot. Now, she told the twins about things off camera, mainly because she knew Leah was gonna cuss and fuss and probably go off, and she did not want to have anyone see that. That Leah, she's gonna be a Leah to me seems like a mixture between like a Janelle and a Farrah who has these tantrums over the littlest of things. I'm not saying that she's gonna be a drug addict or a porn star, but I'm saying is their attitudes with their mom was horrible. I'm saying on the show or whatever. So I see that in Leah. Like, just it's something about her that like and she's also nice too. But when she gets mad, like she kind of like whatever. I don't like it or whatever. Anyway, we then see her and Leah had the conversation on camera this time. And, I understand, Mom. I get it. It's based on Allie's health. And she reads off a text she sends her other cheer friends. Her coach is saying, like, her sister health come first. I feel like Leah went off and was pissed. And her mom was like, girl, I'm going to need you to be a little bit nice for the cameras. And that's what they did. Anyway, that's all it was with them. Poor little Allie. Anyway, we then have Kale. Okay, Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs, all the kids around. Anyway, now Kale is not like, I feel so bad about the whole Javi was trying to fuck me at Wawa. Was it Wawa? Well, Wawa is out there. She's feeling bad that she said that on camera. Mainly because she's getting a backlash from it. And again, no one was upset with her for saying that based on like, Javi's a great guy. It's like, no, they were pissed that she said it because she was just upset and tried to spray him, but you really made yourself look nasty because that meant you were still fucking that man. But I'm gonna leave that be too. So again, she said, now I see things from Lauren's point of view, but probably because her damn baby didn't fucked her over too, and she's been the recipient of someone telling you your man is trying to fuck me, okay? But she still had 2 kids with that boy. Anyway, she brings up how it wasn't right for me to say that on camera, because it embarrassed Lauren. But she then brings up how she's embarrassed Lauren before saying things on camera, but at that point she didn't care. But now that you done got with Chris, and Chris done embarrassed your ass all up and down the internet and in the webs and whatnot, now you feel sorry for Lauren. But you had no thought about that while you sat there and kept repeating what you were saying to the producers about, him doing that. I'm like, and the fact of the matter is, you said it in a moment of that not having anything to do with the situation. You were upset because he would not meet you to pick the kids up somewhere else. But you moved closer to Chris. And now you upset because people won't help you out because you move further. Girl, the fuck bye. Anyway, she texts Lauren because I feel so bad because, oh my God, now the episode aired. I feel so bad. Oh my God, I'm gonna look so messy, petty, and jealous, and just whatever. Well, you did because you are. Anyway, Lauren responds and say, we can talk. But of course, that chit chat happens off camera. I feel like Lauren probably ripped into her ass and she didn't want nobody to hear that. Again, I do not like how we'll see a story that's going on and they keep having private conversations. What is the point of being on Teen Mom and showing us 13% of what happened and then 87% of what else happens off camera. It's dumb. I'm so tired of that. Cancel the show or get new moms who would at least be willing to show what's going on, what's happening. If you create a shitstorm, it needs to play out on camera. Why? Because that's what you signed up for. Anyway, so she brings up, yeah, we talked, I apologized to Lauren or whatever. And, Lauren, just because I admitted that what I said was embarrassed. And Lauren said, well, ain't the first time you've done that. It's like, and it's true, I have said things and done things to embarrass her, and I did not care before, but now I care. Because Lauren said, like, as a woman, you should have came to me and told me that versus saying it on camera like it was cool or whatnot. But we know Kale ain't shit when it comes to how she handles adult situations. Kale is great as a mom. Like, we can't act as if she do not take care of her children. She's great as a mom. But as a person, handling shit, she's horrible. But what can we expect? Because she wasn't really raised that well. Meaning, she didn't have people around her. Kale really is like, she grew up on her own. Her mom wasn't, that good of a mother as we know for a fact. And then she had Isaac so young. And then once she had Isaac, she was kind of on her own. So she's still immature. She's still childish. I hope that she grows out of that. But again, Kale ain't shit when it comes to adult situations and decisions and how she moves or whatnot. I'm gonna leave that be. She brings up how, now in life, I'm trying to hold myself accountable, okay? When I do dumb shit or whatever. I know that I have made bad co-parenting decisions. And I'm trying to, fix that going forward. And my thing is, this decision to spray Javi with y'all fucking around tea was a horrible decision because you said it for no reason. It's one thing to fuck your baby daddy behind closed doors and no one know. It's something different to bring it up on the show and make it seem as if he's the one in the wrong if y'all both is still fucking around. We know Javi ain't shit, but at the same time, neither is Kale. So, boom. Because, and as Kale said, we are human and we do fuck up. But Kale do things consistently and then feels righteous when she does it. And then later on feels bad because she gets a bad rap for it. Girl. Because again, telling people that Javi tried to fuck her had nothing to do with anything. At all. Even if he don't want to come and drive further to you, that don't have nothing to do with him wanting to fuck you. I'm going to say that. I'm going to leave it be. But again, hopefully when he fuck you, he don't drive to you. But Kale is still saying that, Javi is trying to lie and say he never tried to fuck her. At this point, it doesn't matter. Okay. Anyway, we then have Jade. Okay. We know Jade is who? Daria. Because, she's sometimes void of emotion. So, Jade has made a report with the police about Sean busting her window. We then see her talking to her friend or whatever. I'm so done with him. I'm just so done. He has never done something like this before, so I am over it. I'm looking like, okay, if you say so, okay? Now, we do see producers later on talking to Sean separately. Now, Sean has a whole different or more elaborate account of what happened or whatever. He brings up how I was hanging out. She told me that I need to hang out with my friends more. I had hung out the night before, was out like all night or whatever, and then the following day, because he got there late because he was partying the night before, she assumed or accused him of doing drugs and possibly, maybe still being high, whatever. Excuse me. And so he say how because she thought he had did drugs, that she then said, well, you need to take a drug test for me. And his point was, I'm not going to keep allowing her to have the power over me to have taken drug tests when she sees fit. Like, if we're not together, you can't make me want to prove shit to you because you feel like it. And I agree with him. I feel like what that man do on his own time is on him. The same way Jade don't drug test her parents, who we know do drugs here and there. The same way Sean do drugs here and there. I feel like if you not gonna drug test all the drug addicts in your family, don't try to make Sean be the only one that you're forcing to be sober. Because if y'all ain't together, doesn't matter. Now, I get he was supposedly going to babysit the kid, but I'm like, it was just, You want to keep your child safe. But again, you have your child around your drug addict parents too. So I see Sean's point. And like, I'm not going to keep allowing her to control me. I'm going to leave it at that. Now, he then said that because he would not take the drug test, that's what pissed her off. And she then would not let him in the house. And because she would not let him in the house, he then was walking around the house, knocking on the windows to get her, I guess, I don't know, to get her attention. Or what? He said, I did not purposely try to bust a window, but again, when I knocked on that window, it did break. Now, I'm not going to say Sean lying. I'm also not going to say he's telling the truth. I feel like the truth is in between both of their stories. I feel like her saying Sean has never came here and tried to destroy my property, in my opinion, can be a reason or a valid point in him saying I wasn't trying to bust out a window. At the same time, I do think he was probably pissed off and he did not realize how strong he was or how weak the windows could be or vice versa. And he just hit the window and it could have broken, but you should not have been hitting their damn windows. There's no reason to go banging on anyone's windows on a Saturday house if they're going to let you in. But again, the truth to me is in between both their stories. But again, I don't get why y'all fussing. If she won't let you in, leave. If he hide, let him be out. Okay, bye. Girl, it's just dumb. But he said he want to pay for the window, whatever. But again, he know he fucked up. He wasn't trying to bust out a window. I was like, I don't care. Now, supposedly, allegedly, she said he later on came to the house to talk to her and had a paper rose or a metal rose. I don't know, a damn rose you buy from the gas station. And she would not let him in. Like, go away, Sean. Go away. And she felt like, I want him to be better, whatever. I want him to take accountability for his actions. However, he needs to stop acting like it was a mistake. I'm looking like, girl, well, do we care? Not that much. Anyway, and last but certainly least, okay, certainly least. Y'all know I do not like Brianna. I just don't. It's her sense of this entitlement to just be a fuck up. Brianna takes the girls to the circus, okay? And the circus was closed, so she rented out the whole circus for the day for the family. And I'm like, this is why he keeps saying, Devon, by the way, keeps saying how you got money. How you keep crying you broke, you don't have no money, all your money went to the house, but you rented out the circus for the day for your family. And I'm not saying, it's not that expensive. I don't know how much it costs, but I feel like you doing these things is a reason he say you can pay for things. Not that he should ever feel as if he don't have to pay for things, but again, she not broke is his point and whatnot. Anyway, as she is at the circus, her phone keeps going off. She's like, what is going on? What's going on? Well, Devon had allegedly posted he posted a text between them because he was upset that she said, where's the text at? This is the text, okay? So they were texting back and forth. Basically, he said, I feel like, she on some bullshit, so I'm going to post this text. And the text that he posted, as you see, it has her number up top, okay? Up top. And I'm like, So people now have her phone number because he posted it on his social media. Yep, Devon Austin, 20 minutes ago. This is what he put because the message is them two going back and forth, whatever. So at this point, she's pissed. But then she has every right to be pissed because you should not be posting anybody's phone number online. Now, she outside. I can't believe this. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. They also show a text or a post that he put up saying how the women in her family don't have any men around. It ain't no fathers, ain't no grandfather, ain't no uncles. There are no men. It's just women, and the women in her family hate men, and he don't want that to be Nova. That would not be Nova. I'm like, Lord Jesus Christ. At the same time, across town, we see Devon talking to his friend or whatever. And he's like, dude, what happened? What's going on? He's like, well, yeah, I posted the message based on what it said. You know what I'm saying? He like, and I hope people text her and tell her about her. Oh my God, don't do that, Devon. He was dead ass wrong. We're gonna say that outright. He also brings up how he felt like she was trying to take the time he was spending with Nova away from him. And I'm like, what happened? But he brings up how the message was saying, he usually gets Nova excuse me, girl, said water, on like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever days he will usually pick her up from school, take her to her stuff or whatnot. She then told him, I don't need you to do that anymore. I'm gonna do it myself, you know what I'm saying? And that's what it's gonna be or whatever. And then he like, oh, so you trying to take my time away from her? And she's like, well, I just don't need you to do this anymore. But I'm like, but what's the, if he wants to, it was weird or whatever. I'm like, I can't do it. He say Brianna likes having this crown of being a single mom or whatever. She like that. She doesn't want Nova to have a loving, bond with me and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to let her, tell me I can't pick up my child anymore. I'm like, oh God, it's just getting bad and bad and bad. So back over there with Brianna and them. Her family asking her, like her mom, her sister, and somebody else was there. I can't think. Maybe it was I don't know who else. Maybe it was a friend who was there, and they're asking her like, well, "What happened?" She explains, So he, I asked him for help before to pick her up. He was picking her up on these 3 days, but he acts like because he picks her up in school or whatever, that makes him this great, great father, and that's not true. So I'm going to do it all myself because he isn't all that. He is a bare minimum as dad. This is the issue I have with Brianna. You asked him to do this. You said, I need you to get her. What days can you get her that you're not working? All his off days, he said, these are the days I'm not working, so I can absolutely get her. You asked him for something. He then gave you what you asked him for. He gave you what you asked him for. But you're upset that he's saying that he's doing something and that makes him a good dad. You want him to do more. I get that, but she's doing exactly what he said that she did. She said, I'm gonna do it all myself. I'd rather do it all myself than have him help me and feel like he's a good father. What sense does that make? Like that's dumb shit. Doing that is dumb because it then makes y'all arguing over bullshit. If he feels like he's the best father for doing the bare minimum, but your daughter is happy to see him, why fuck that up? For what? So what if he thinks his shit don't think, but your shit do? Who cares if your daughter is happy and the things that are supposed to be done are done? But I do feel like her taking away, him picking her up and spending that time with her, even if it was just an hour out the day, for her to take that away purposely because she don't like that he feels like he's a great dad for doing it, to me is petty and dumb. The same way him posting her number was petty and dumb. They both did some petty ass, dumb ass bullshit. The only thing I understand is the reason he was upset. But his upsetness made him do something dumb. Period. Okay? Then you have her mama, like, you know what I'm saying? Divine posted number was illegal and that shit was spiteful. She then called him a nigga. I said, why you call him what? Not people was like, oh, well, they're from Florida and Florida. Other people of whatever race they is, I think they white, I don't know. But whoever they is, they say the word nigga. Brianna, mama, if Divine was my brother and the mama called my brother nigga, we would be fussing. It'd be a whole fussing going on around here. But I'm gonna let that be. But her mama 100% called him an Nigga or whatever. So the sister then say, you should have him arrested. You should have him arrested and never let him come into the house again. You gonna tell your sister to have your niece's father arrested? That's what y'all think y'all gonna do? That's what's, girl. And when they say, Nova is gonna one day grow up and see, what he did. Nova gonna grow up one day and see how your mama, her auntie, sat around dogging her father. She gonna see how the wrong that y'all both did. Brianna really feel like she don't do shit wrong. And that's the fucked up part about it. Divine ain't perfect, not by a long shot. But neither is Brianna. They both is fucking up that girl's life. And she just want her daddy and her mama. That's all she want. She don't even want them as a couple. But if I can just have time with y'all, I'm good. Girl, this is why I always say people should not be allowed to have kids if they not mentally stable. Brianna is not mentally stable at all. And why is we getting all this juice about Divine? Where the fuck is Lewis? Anyway, I'm done. Peace.